This is the first book that I'm going to show of my Germany Women in Sights Kiloware. I used to do this many years ago. I'm talking about 1995, I guess now 30 years ago, where I would buy Kiloware. There was a guy who would sell me about a pound of Kiloware, and the yield is amazing. So because the postmarks for West Germany are such high quality, I could get out of a pound of Kiloware, I could get a good, I don't know, I would say like a third to a half of the stamps were useful, and I could get a postmark out of them and collect the postmarks. This is something that I think is impossible in almost every other country, perhaps with the exception of Switzerland. I think Switzerland is the other exception. So Switzerland and Germany. At the time, it was West Germany. They were, this was in the late, late 90s. So also, unification had already happened, but they were still figuring out how to unify the postmail system. Because, for example, you will find that at the time you could find some of these stamps with East German postmarks. And they were still using some of the four-digit codes that eventually they got rid of all of them, and everything went to a 5-digit code. So whenever you see a 4-digit code, you are looking at older material, at pre-unification, or right about the same time as unification happened. I'm going to show the book just quickly, and then I'm going to start zooming in just so you can see how beautiful these stamps are. This whole book is about the 3 mark stamp, which was a high rate at the time. The normal first letter rate was 1 mark. So this was only found on a lot of registered postings, and also on larger envelopes. Of course, I would have loved to have seen a guy in the envelope where it had a block of 6 of the stamp. Yeah, so I'm just showing quickly how I made this up. And yeah, you can do this as a hobby, as part of the hobby, and it's really a lot of fun. Just buy some Kiloware and load it up to a book, as I did here. You just get a bunch of mounts. You buy these packages of 500 mounts on eBay. I don't know, for a few dollars. Look at that beautiful block of 9. And yeah, then you go at it. Now, there's no resale value of this. This is not an investment. You're just having fun. It's completely worthless as far as economic value is concerned. But I was not interested in economic value when I made these books. I was just interested in having a form of relaxation and entertainment. Look at that. Look at that. Strip of 5, strip of 7, another strip of 7. Yeah, these are like great usages. Block of 10. Yeah, towards the end I have some also mixed use with the sites issues. Yeah. Just trying to give you an idea in case you're interested in doing something like this. You can search for with the word Kiloware on eBay, and yeah. Now sometimes they go more for commemorative, so you're gonna have to look harder for the definitive ones. But you may also enjoy doing the commemorative ones. So I'm gonna start doing some zooming in. Look at that beautiful block of 15. Yeah, I'll zoom into a few items just so you can see how the postmark sometimes always has a letter or a double letter. And if you have a lot of the same from the same city, you will find the letters vary. That in itself is a collectible item. Yeah. I'll just highlight a few of them. Look at that, how beautiful that is. Yeah, I wish I could get more of these stamps on cover. And maybe for that someday, as I've mentioned before, I may have to go to Germany. I don't know if I'll get the chance to do that, if it'll work out. the side of the sheet. But you see how clear the postmarks are. And if you just get a boatload of these stamps in like a pound or a kilo, yeah, I think you're going to have a lot of fun if you do that, in my opinion. I haven't done this in a really long time, as I was saying, because, I mean, I did these, I think 30 years ago, in the 1990s. 1990s? Yeah, the 1990s. I was in grad school at the time. Yeah, these are strips, so they don't fit the zooming that I'm doing, but nice selvage. You can also get some slogans of the time. Yeah. And some of the German postmarks are these festive, sort of commemorative postmarks. They're not really only used on philatelic covers. The towns sometimes just use them for regular mail, which is, of course, makes the Kiloware even more interesting. Here's another one. Yeah. Yeah. Very high quality prints for the stamps. Very high quality postmarks. Great yield. I think for some other countries, unfortunately, the US and the UK, and I've done Kiloware for the US and the UK before, the yield is very low of like usable postmarks, just because the postmarks are very low quality. This is where somebody just used pen to cancel the stamp, and this is actually a little plate single.